on News Center 1 today, wildfires rage on in Washington state, claiming the lives of 3 firefighters. The ongoing efforts to battle the flames. And the campaign trail paved by the Keystone XL oil pipeline today, Hillary Clinton finally voices her opinion. Then a cool event in Deadwood kicking off tonight. Will the weather be cool or hot for it? Meteorologist Louis Storch has us covered. Thursday, August 20th, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today with Jessica Nappy, meteorologist Louis Storch, and Anya Mueller.
Good Thursday morning, everyone in the Black Hills area, and a beautiful live view of the Black Hills. Anya Mueller will be live in Deadwood, previewing a cool Deadwood night.
Look at that
so all
right
you
there.
cool people out there, listen up. I think I'm going to head out there. Free concerts, classic cars. You can't get any better than that. I'm Jessica Nappy. Look at that car.
I know. I loved it. Cool Deadwood nights. It's a great place to be. And actually, everything kicks off here today, this evening.
Yes, tonight, yes.
And then it'll be running through the weekend as well. We'll be checking in with Anya Mueller, who will be giving us a preview of all that. Looking forward to it.
And you have a classic car that was similar to that truck, right?
I do.
Maybe it's not similar.
I've showed it a picture of a couple times. It's a 1965 Chevy. His name is Big. Maybe I'll show a picture of it. But yeah, I put him in a few parades and a few shows, but always fun. I love, when they get all the classic cars, all the old cars together. People just kind of sit around. You sit on lawn chairs.
Yes.
You talk about. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have to try to head up to Deadwood this weekend.
And of course, we interviewed Kevin McPherson right here on News Center 1 Today yesterday for a little preview. He said Big and Rich is even heavily involved in this year's car auction, so that is pretty exciting news. So more to come with Anya Mueller.
That's right. And then as far as the weather goes, we're gonna try to give you some good weather starting today and through the weekend. We do have a couple things to talk about. We'll get into all that here in just a little bit. But yesterday, as far as it goes, it was another very nice day. We were in the 70s. Well, depending on where you were.
No.
Depending on where you were, because you said that you headed off to Pactola, correct?
That's true.
Yeah, you headed off.
I was in the hills.
Yeah, so if you headed to the higher elevations, you were looking at temperatures only in the 60s there. But in Rapid City, we got into the lower 70s, 72, but still well below our average of 86 degrees. And then a chilly morning, 46. Is where we were yesterday morning waking up. Sun coming up, 6:01 a.m. The sun is going down, 7:49 p.m. The 24-hour temperature change, well, we're going to see the warmer weather to the west of the Black Hills. 5 degrees warmer right now in Spearfish, 9 degrees cooler in Hewlett. We're actually a bit cooler as we come into Rapid City and as we move east of the hills. 4 degrees cooler in Phillip, 2 degrees cooler right now waking up in Faith. So as we take a look at the current temperatures around the nation, 45 right now in Rapid City. So as you're heading out this morning, take that jacket with you because it is going to be a chilly start to our morning. 45 also in Fargo. We can see where the warmer air, though, is. 61 in Billings, 62 in Salt Lake City, 63 there in Seattle. Now, this warmer air is going to begin pushing in today, but really amping up tomorrow. We'll look at that here in just a little bit. As far as our TrueView Titan radar goes, I'm just showing you this because there's nothing really to talk about on it. No green, no clouds, plenty of sunshine today. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're talking about temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. As far as your Thursday planner goes, 66 by 9 a.m., 75 by noon, 81 by 3. Those are light winds out of the southeast, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Jessica.
3 firefighters have died battling raging wildfires in Washington state. The flames are now advancing on towns in north central Washington, according to authorities. NBC's John Langler reports from Seattle.
This is the Twisp River fire, one long line of flames along a ridge line here that has been burning since early this afternoon. And it is this fire that took the lives of 3 firefighters earlier this afternoon. The flames were pushed by strong winds 3.5 miles or so to the east, and right now there is some genuine concern about the situation in the town of Twisp, which again, about 3 miles or so from where we are standing here. There have been some evacuations, mandatory evacuations in both Twisp and a neighboring town of Winthrop. Major highways have been shut down, rural highways obviously, and firefighters are doing what they can to try and keep property in check. About 100 homes are in immediate danger tonight, and the fire is only 50 acres, but it is right next to a populated area here, so it's a fight well through the evening to try and keep the flames from getting down into the town of Twisp. As for those 3 firefighters, again, circumstances of their death not entirely known right now. but we have heard and we have seen grief and sadness expressed not only from homeowners in the area, but from county, state officials, and from as far away as the White House. The last time any firefighters were lost covering a wildfire here in Washington State, 2001. John Langler reporting near Twisp, Washington, NBC News.
Thank you for that report, John. And 3 people were killed, 4 injured in a shooting outside a New York Boys and Girls Club. The shooting happened Wednesday night around 11:30 local time in the city of Rochester. Police say a crowd was gathering outside the club after a basketball game. According to witnesses, the shooting occurred when at least one person inside a passing vehicle began shooting at the crowd. Police do not believe the shooting was related to the basketball game. Authorities say they are investigating and have not yet made any arrests. And meanwhile, local authorities investigating an early incident Wednesday morning in Rapid City, a violent altercation taking place in North Rapid City neighborhood. Police responding to an apartment complex on Surfwood Drive to find a woman sitting on the stairs covered in blood. Police detained the 19-year-old woman identified as Dakota Leroy. Witnesses on scene telling police a male stabbing victim was still inside the apartment. A female victim was also found inside. She told police she and the man had been in the apartment when Leroy broke down the door and got into a physical altercation, ultimately stabbing him. The female victim attempted to break up the fight and was punched by Leroy. Leroy has been arrested for aggravated assault, simple assault, and first-degree burglary. And finally, an update this morning on a homicide investigation in Lead. Northern Hills Police releasing the identity of the homicide victim. 27-year-old Caitlin Walsh was found dead at a home on North Galena Street in Lead on Sunday night. A police report indicating Walsh had suffered multiple stab wounds prior to her death. 44-year-old James Rogers Jr. has been arrested on charges of first-degree murder in the case and is being held without bond. We'll bring you updates on this story as the investigation unfolds right here on News Center 1. And coming up, an update from the campaign trail. And after months of silence on the issue, Hillary Clinton speaks out about the Keystone XL pipeline project. Stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 Today.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row.
The Rushmore Plaza Civic Center is proud to announce the 2015-2016 Broadway Play Series, kicking off September 29th and 30th with 42nd Street. Be our guest November 9th and 10th for Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Dirty Dancing takes stage on January 23rd and 24th. The series concludes with Mamma Mia on March 18th and 19th. Tickets on sale at GotMine.com, 1-800-GOT-MINE, the Silverado Franklin, and the Civic Center box office.
Denver Mattress is celebrating 20 years of crafting state-of-the-art American-made mattresses that deliver exceptional quality at a great price. Like the Doctor's Choice 2-piece queen set at our lowest price of the year, now just $4.99. Here's to 20 more great years from Denver Mattress.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today, everybody. Now, like Jessica mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, the fires are burning out west, some very, very devastating fires. Because of this, air quality alerts for pretty much all of Idaho, then the western part of Montana, pushing into Oregon and Washington there. Also red flag warnings. We also have red flag warning today for parts of Wyoming. So the fire danger is still high. And with where you see the gray there, just because of the dense smoke that's out there, there's that air quality alert. Now, because of all this, high pressure is overhead. We're just seeing these hot, dry air out west. Still temperatures well above normal in the 90s and even getting into the triple digits. This high pressure has just kind of been hanging out here. Also, those gusty winds haven't been helping out anything. Now, what we are looking at is this cold front begin pushing through tomorrow. Now, this is going to cool the temperatures off. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of precipitation associated with this. We were hoping to get some rain out of this, but it looks like just a few scattered to isolated showers are going to push through right there on the Canada Montana border, but for the most part behind this front is going to be very windy. This is a strong front. It's going to drop our temperatures in the Black Hills anywhere about 20 degrees moving from Friday into Saturday. The winds behind that are going to be the biggest thing. So any fires that are still kicking up out here in the west, it doesn't look like they're going to get much help as this front is pushing through. So we're going to have to be keeping our eye on that. As far as our temperatures go, though, like I said, we are cooler today. We're in the 80s around the Black Hills, 81 in Rapid City. The warmer air is still going to be off to the west, 86 in Billings, 85 in Glasgow, 86 also in Sheridan. By tomorrow, though, that's when we're going to expect the hottest air to push into the Black Hills. Take a look at this. Upper 80s to 90s all around, 91 in Pierre, 90 in Rapid City, 92 in Valentine. Like I said, though, we're going to see these temperatures drop about 20 degrees from Friday to Saturday. We'll look at that here in just a couple of minutes. Today, get out there, enjoy it. 83 in Rapid City, 77 in Custer, 83 in Newcastle, 86 in Buffalo. Winds out of the south anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Beautiful, plenty of sunshine overhead. Jessica.
GOP presidential hopefuls visited New Hampshire, and Donald Trump stole the spotlight once again. He had tough talk and made personal attacks on Jeb Bush. NBC's Edward Lawrence is in Washington with more. Good morning, Edward.
Thank you, Jessica. Each one of the 17 Republican primary candidates are trying to shine and get the spotlight. They're trying to swing voters in New Hampshire, the first state with a primary election. Donald Trump slammed Jeb Bush in a New Hampshire town hall. The two candidates had dueling events within 19 miles of each other. Trump had no problem pointing out he's drawing bigger crowds.
You know what's happening to Jeb's crowd, as you know, right down the street? They're sleeping. They're sleeping now.
Mr. Trump doesn't have a proven conservative record. He was a Democrat longer in the last decade than he was a Republican. He's given more money to Democrats than he's given to Republicans.
Still, Trump drives the debate in the Republican primary. His focus on illegal immigration continues as Trump vowed to clean up the system.
The bad ones are getting out fast. Day one. If I win, day one of my presidency, they're getting out. We're getting them out.
Governor Scott Walker tried to change the debate to national security.
When you have a lead from behind mentality that you have under the Obama-Clinton doctrine, it affects many places around the world.
On the Democratic side, the latest poll shows Hillary Clinton's popularity among Democrats slipped under 50%. Her support dwindled in a matchup with Donald Trump as well. The road to the nomination may be a longer one for Republicans, with 16 other candidates trying to shine against Donald Trump's large personality. In Washington, Edward Lawrence, News Center 1 Today. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Edward. And more from the campaign trail as presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton is finally speaking up about the Keystone XL oil pipeline. Clinton voicing opposition to President Barack Obama's authorization for oil drilling in Alaska Arctic and his delays on approving or rejecting the Keystone project. She announced on Twitter that she disapproved of Obama's move to allow Royal Dutch Shell to drill in the Arctic Ocean, warning that it wasn't worth the risk to a unique natural treasure. A few hours later, she said that she is impatient for a decision on the pipeline, though she declined to say how she feels about the controversial project.
I do want to be the champion for everyday Americans to help each and every one of you.
The Keystone XL oil pipeline would run through South Dakota, transporting oil to Gulf Coast refineries. And in local politics this morning, the Rapid City Council held their third meeting this month in hopes of finalizing the 2016 city budget. Wednesday's meeting was geared toward addressing all requests for additional information and to answer questions, of course. Mayor Allender before the meeting saying funding for the Humane Society and Mount Rushmore Road would likely get lengthy discussion time.
We'll have a meeting within 48 hours and maybe several scheduled until we get it done, because they have to be ready to approve the budget on that first council meeting in September, or they're going to have trouble making the deadline. And the date can push, but we run a risk of losing property tax collection.
News Center 1 will keep you updated on the very latest outcomes of the new 2016 city budget. And still to come on News Center 1 today, it's all about the classics this weekend in Deadwood, whether it's cars, music, or good old-fashioned fun. Anya Mueller will have a preview of cool Deadwood nights coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Get the hottest looks at the back-to-school sale at Shoe Carnival. Bands for the whole family starting at $34.98. And cool athletic styles starting at $44.98. Plus, buy one, get one half off, even sale prices. Shop Shoe Carnival today. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store.
Let's say you need a quick loan, but you're kind of busy. No problem. Just get out your phone, laptop, or tablet and go to speedycash.com/apply. The SpeedyCash website fits your device so you can manage your account from anywhere. And SpeedyCash.com is a state-licensed direct lender with a U.S.-based call center that can answer any of your questions. So, use your favorite device, go to SpeedyCash.com/apply, or call from anywhere. Convenient loans for busy people like you.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Wedding bells are ringing in downtown Rapid City. Main Street Square, in partnership with Black Hills Bride Magazine and the Hotel Alex Johnson, invite you to the Love Square Bridal Fair on Sunday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Browse the area's premier bridal service providers, including photographers, DJs, venues, and more. Plus, don't miss fashion shows, prizes, wedding planning workshops, and Rapid City's biggest bachelorette party at the Hotel Alex Johnson. For details or to pre-register, visit MainStreetSquareRC.com.
You don't really think about stability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
You gonna eat that?
Get the hottest looks at the back-to-school sale at Shoe Carnival. Bands for the whole family starting at $34.98. And cool athletic styles starting at $44.98. Plus, buy one, get one half off, even sale prices. Shop Shoe Carnival today. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Young Professionals Group.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today, everybody. A beautiful start to the day, a bit cool, 52 degrees as we head off to Spearfish. Plenty of sunshine overhead. And then as we take a look at the current temperatures in Custer, well, it's a cool start there in Custer, 45 right now. Again, sunshine overhead. This is going to be the story, at least for today and tomorrow. Abundant sunshine. You'd be hard-pressed to even find a few clouds out there. As far as the Futurecast satellite radar goes, clear skies this morning. By this afternoon, you can see sunny skies. We're seeing maybe a few clouds popping up, but for the most part, abundant sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Tonight, not as cool as what we have seen the past couple of evenings. We'll be in the lower to mid 50s again. A clear evening, a great night to head outside and maybe lay under the stars. Plenty of stars overhead. For tomorrow, again, pretty much the exact same thing as today. However, we're going to see those winds out of the south, and what that's going to do is bump our temperatures into the upper 80s to lower 90s. So tomorrow, a great start to the weekend, a perfect day maybe to get off to the lake. Maybe the last day before school starts for you kids. Take advantage of that. Head off to the pool, head off to the lake, because next week, that's when all that hard work starts once again. And then as we push into Saturday, well, here comes this cold front. And this is what we're going to be watching. Behind it, maybe a few showers. We're going to keep most of those showers, though, in the northern counties here in Hardin and Perkins County, even getting up into North Dakota there. Mostly sunny skies in Rapid City for your Saturday, an isolated shower or two. The big news with this is going to be the winds. This is a strong front, dropping the temperatures about 20 degrees from Friday to Saturday. Also, winds out of the northwest, anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour, maybe even a gust into the 50s. So it is going to be a windy day on your Saturday. Let's take a look at that. For today, winds, we're seeing them out of the southeast here, out of the west in Spearfish, out of the southwest in Phillip. So pretty variable winds. That's what's going to keep our temperatures a little bit warmer, but not as hot as what we're going to see tomorrow. By tomorrow, all the winds completely out of the south and the southwest. You see here in Rapid City, Spearfish, Buffalo, Faith, Phillip, all out of the south. That's why we're going to see those temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. That front pushes through, wind shift from the south to the northwest, bringing in the cooler air in from Canada. 39 mile per hour gusts in Buffalo at 3 p.m., 36 in Faith, 36 in Spearfish, 32 in Rapid City. So sunny skies over the weekend or on Saturday, but if you have plans, just keep in mind that it is going to be a windy day for your Saturday. For today, what we're talking about, 83 for a high in Rapid City. Abundant sunshine. Overall, just a beautiful day around the hills. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10. Tonight, plenty of stars overhead. We'll drop that low temperature down to 57 degrees. Again, winds continuing out of the south. That's going to warm the temperatures into the 90s on your Friday. 93 for a high in Rapid City. It may be a bit breezy. Could see a gust up to 20 miles per hour. Your 7-day forecast is going to show temperatures in the 70s on both Saturday and Sunday. Windy on Saturday, and then very nice day on Sunday. Mid-70s, oh, just perfect. Then by Monday, we're going to start to warm our temperatures up into the 80s, 90s once again next Tuesday and Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com, the current offer. Get a $90 computer diagnosis and a tune-up for just $35. This is a big savings of 61%, and this is located at Door Security Products here in Rapid City. Jessica.
Lewis, 70s this weekend. That is perfect because if you're still in a too cool for school mode right now, you have a couple of days left of summer fun with Cool Deadwood Nights. Car lovers come together for 4 days of classic cars, music, and fun. Anya Mueller is live this morning in Deadwood in the heart of all the action. Anya, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jessica. Well, it is a cool morning here in Deadwood, geared up for a great weekend for Cool Deadwood Nights. It's always a great time here in Deadwood, and just to think, in a few hours, this place is going to be packed with classic cars. I'm here with Amanda from the Deadwood Chamber. Now, this is a huge weekend for you guys. Always so much fun. I really do come every year because my dad always brings a car out. It's so much fun, and it's fun for the whole family. And literally, cars are coming from all across the nation.
They are, and the first night they're going to be parked here in this parking lot for the People's Choice Awards. We're going to have a DJ here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then people are going to head over to Main Street where the concerts start at 7 p.m. and wrap up the night with Richie and the Ripcords. Awesome. And you can vote all night from 4 p.m. to about 9:30, and then we'll tally the votes, and on the Main Street stage we'll tell you who the People's Choice Award is.
Cool. Okay, so then what's happening Friday and Saturday then?
Friday is there's a classic car auction. Main Street concerts start at 5 p.m. The headliner for tomorrow is Fifth Dimension, and Saturday, again, the car auction starts out the day. There is the poker run, and so the party for the poker run starts at Tin Lizzie's at noon, and we'll have concerts on Main Street again, 4 p.m. Okay. And the headliner for that night is 1910 Fruit Gum Company.
All right, and their song is, how do we sing that song again?
Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy.
That's right, okay. Okay, then also, is it Saturday that all the cars will be parked at the rodeo grounds?
Yeah, make sure to get here early on Saturday because from 8 a.m. to noon they'll be judging those cars. And you'll want to get here early on Sunday as well for the parade up Main Street at 9 a.m. followed by the show and shine.
Okay, and you know, I come every year, like I said, and lots of people really get into it and they dress up. They're wearing their poodle skirts and everything.
They are, and we make sure that we have the music here to fit the theme of the event. Classics all around.
Absolutely, and then of course Sunday it wraps up with the parade.
Yes, and you know, the streets are packed for that. They get to see all the cars and they get to stick around and walk up close because the cars will park right on Main Street, and it's a perfect opportunity to get a picture with your favorite.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of like you're taking like a trek back in time, sort of.
You are, and you know, you don't have to be a car expert. You can come out and appreciate the workmanship and what goes into keeping these cars in top condition for a show like this.
Absolutely. You said it very well there, Amanda. All right, so you don't want to miss out on Cool Deadwood Nights this weekend. All right, News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
Hola, our friends. We welcome you to the Sandy Swallow Gallery. Here you can find some of the finest Native American and South Dakota artwork in the nation. Looking forward to seeing you at the Swallow Gallery in Hill City, South Dakota.
Up to 60% off department store prices on everything from shoes to sweaters, jeans to jackets, t-shirts to backpacks. It's why as long as kids keep going back to school, moms will keep going back to Gordman's.
Your home is more than four walls. It's the place you bring home what you love. During Carpet One's Bring It Home flooring sale, save up to 50% on select styles of Innovia carpets. They're naturally soft, easy to clean, and eco-friendly. Plus, get up to $500 off select hardwood, vinyl, laminate, tile, and more. You'll love the way your new floors look, or we'll replace them for free. Visit Carpet One during our Bring It Home flooring sale for floors you'll love to bring home.
The Dakota Thunder Air Show at Ellsworth was a huge event, and your new Center One team was there with exclusive coverage. From the pre-show coverage at Nellis Air Force Base with Anya Mueller, and culminating with our very own Louis Dortch flying with United States Air Force Thunderbirds. When news happens, you can count on your new Center One team to be there.
Coming up on a Thursday here on Today, fireworks on the presidential campaign trail. This morning, the war of words between Republican rivals Donald Trump and Jeb Bush during dueling town hall meetings. Also ahead, Reva Steenkamp's mother speaks out in an exclusive interview as the release of her daughter's killer, Olympian Oscar Pistorius, has been put on hold. We have those stories, plus Al is live in Abu Dhabi on an epic adventure with two strangers we plucked from our crowd. We'll find out more about that as we start on a Thursday morning right here on Today.
Thank you, Matt. And a special good morning to our very own Al Roker of NBC. Very exciting. He's going to be in Abu Dhabi for his birthday. That's cool. One way to celebrate. And that's all coming up on the Today Show starting at 7 a.m. And here's a preview of someone you'll meet tonight here on NBC.
That's right. This 12-year-old doesn't just eat healthy. She cooks that way, too.
She'll prove it tonight when she is a kid contestant on Food Fighters.
Megan Pringle talked to her about the show and what inspired her to get cooking in the first place.
What TV chefs do you...
The studio kitchen is where the country will see Danielle McNeary in action.
One more professional chef to face.
The 12-year-old will prove she can take the heat and stay in the kitchen. She's appearing on NBC's Food Fighters, competing against Charm City Cake's Duff Goldman.
He was really, really fun to compete against. We smack talked each other.
While the culinary competition is new to Danielle, she's shined in the family kitchen for years.
There's just so many things that I love about it.
Danielle has become passionate about healthy cooking, creating recipes that truly come from the heart. She's doing it for her mom.
I was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer called Merkel cell carcinoma. I went on this journey to try to be as healthy as possible, and my family did not like that at all because in the process, the food I was serving did not taste very good.
It was Danielle who changed that.
And I am so grateful for the food that she provides to our family, for the stress relief that it's brought to me personally.
This look good, so you can help with these.
Before Danielle's big debut on Food Fighters, I got a cooking lesson from her.
Don't laugh at me.
We made quinoa salad, her own recipe. It was easy, healthy, and tasty. Any proceeds Danielle may get from the competition will go towards her mom's cancer charity. She's loving the challenge, having fun, and giving back. Ingredients that really make a difference.
The young chef's not quite sure yet about her career aspirations, but she's considering becoming a chef or food nutritionist.
Danielle's focus on healthy eating has continued, even though her mom's cancer has gone into remission.
Food Fighters airs tonight at 7 p.m. right here on News Center 1. And we're used to seeing Adam Richman right there. Not here, but on the Travel Channel.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's one of my favorite shows. It's weird. I love he had Man vs. Food.
Yep.
And now he does something that's Man Finds Food. So it's a little bit different. But the stuff he eats and tries to take down, it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
I'm going to throw a bombshell at you right now, Louis.
Okay.
He announced recently in April that he's a vegan. So maybe that's why he can't do Man vs. Food anymore. He can't devour those large plates of food.
Really?
He's vegan.
I guess he's wow.
Yes.
Yeah, because he definitely wasn't a vegan when he was doing Man vs. Food.
Definitely not. He couldn't be.
No.
He couldn't be.
Wow, had no clue. So I guess that's why he does Man Finds Food now.
He finds it and lets other people eat it, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. But tune in tonight here on NBC at 7 p.m. And still to come here on News Center 1 Today, we head to the classroom with some back-to-school news and to the greens for this week's golf tips.
That and your full forecast coming up in the next half hour. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Shining, wheels rolling, rivers flowing, it's mind blowing. We're roaming, Wyoming.
Visit WyomingTourism.org for a whole calendar of fun summer events.
It's back to school time. Get the speed to succeed with Vast Broadband. Right now, a year of 60 meg internet is just $29.99 a month. That's right, 60 meg internet is just $29.99. Plus, here's something else that's fast. Our Fastest Family Contest. Submit a video of your family doing something fast, and you could win big. And so can your school. For contest details, visit fastestfamily.com.
This weekend will not be any ordinary weekend at Fisher Furniture. It will be a super weekend because everything in every showroom is reduced. Every single piece of furniture, every single mattress is marked down. Many items at one half price. But wait, there's more. Get a free $100 gift card, free delivery, free sales tax, plus 3 years interest-free financing. This weekend is a super weekend, but only this weekend at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
Look for the 10 and get big savings under the big top at Rushmore Honda. Shop over 110 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics, including 35 Honda certified pre-owned. All 10 sale price, like an 11 Chevy Camaro SS 3000 below book, now $25,300, or an 08 Chevy Silverado LTZ extended cab 4x4 $5,000 below book, now $13,500. Plus, get an additional $200 off your best deal with your Central States Fair button. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Online at rushmorehonda.com.
Coming up on News Center 1 today, school is almost upon us. Parents might not be the ones carrying the workload, but there are loads of ways to help your children this upcoming academic year. And too cool for school? Head on down to Cool Deadwood Nights starting tonight. Then it's all about clearing the hips in this morning's Golf Tips. Thursday, August 20th, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today with Jessica Nappy, meteorologist Louis Storch, and Anya Mueller.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today on this Thursday morning. It is 6:32 a.m. Exactly a live look of a classic car from Deadwood. That's where we find Anya Mueller this morning. And I was in the hills yesterday, not in Deadwood, but I went to Pactola Reservoir, admittedly for the first time. For the very first time, I took a boat out on Pactola Reservoir. No, it wasn't sunny and beautiful out. It wasn't, you know, a tan kind of day, but it was still beautiful. Grab the sweaters, grab some snacks, and just hang out on the lake. It was beautiful for the first time. Yes.
Yeah, no, I think Pactola is honestly one of my favorite places to go here in the hills. We'll just hang out there because they have the nice little swim beach, and the water's so clear and cool. And maybe yesterday, it didn't feel like the best swimming weather,
It didn't. But News Center 1's Justin Wickersham, he rented a boat and was kind enough, and was kind enough to invite myself and News Center 1's Caroline Patricus as well. What a guy, right? What a guy. And maybe that's why we haven't seen sports lately on News Center 1 Today. He's using his vacation time wisely, I would say so. But yes, it was just beautiful. The sun peeked out maybe once or twice, but it was mostly cloudy.
Yeah, if you saw yesterday, it seemed like there were just clouds hanging out right over the hills. As you moved east, got into Rapid City, even east of Black Hills, we saw a little bit more sunshine. Today, though, and especially tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful to head off to Pactola or wherever. Maybe on the chillier side today. We're waking up to temperatures. Well, look at this. 45 in Rapid City. So you'd think, yeah, no, definitely not a pool day, but we'll get it up into the lower 80s by this afternoon. Rapid City is actually one of the cooler places. Rapid City and Custer both at 45 this morning. 57 at Mount Rushmore, 58 in Deadwood, 52 in Spearfish. Then you're at 57 in Sturgis. Seeing a little bit of an inversion this morning where the cooler temperatures are actually at the lower elevations. As far as your Thursday planner goes, it's going to be just beautiful out there. 66 by 9 a.m., 75 by noon, 81 by 3 p.m. Plenty of sunshine overhead. So we're going to be in the lower 80s today, going to bump it into the 90s tomorrow. Then a huge change is going to be coming by the weekend. We'll take a look at that here in just a little bit. Jessica.
South Dakota's Blue Ribbon Task Force holding another meeting Wednesday in Pierre. The task force was created by Governor Dennis Dugard to reevaluate school funding and seek public input on the state of area schools. The meeting included a presentation by Dr. Richard Ingersoll, a professor of education and sociology at the University of Pennsylvania. Ingersoll says if schools want to ensure a teacher in every classroom, they should improve job conditions. During Ingersoll's presentation, he noted that approximately 48% 40% of public school teachers report dissatisfaction as reason for professional turnover. In more troubling news for schools, the latest study released by the South Dakota School Administrators on the teacher shortage shows that the number of retiring teachers in the state exceeds the number of teacher education majors enrolled in South Dakota's higher education institutions. But South Dakota teachers aren't the only ones in a bind this school year. Efforts being made to reach out to qualified people interested in getting kids to class. The Rapid City Area School District still needs 7 bus drivers to make a full staff. The driver position is part-time and includes benefits like time off. Rapid City's transportation manager says it can be hard to recruit the right people to work with kids on a part-time schedule.
It's more consistency for the students. I mean, if you have the same person on the route every day, it helps with the discipline issues on the drivers. When you're having subs out there all the time, the students, they just maybe playing around a little games and stuff with the drivers, when you have subs. So it's much better to have a regular driver on the route that gets to know the students and can get them back and forth to school.
If you have a smiling face, are great with kids, and looking for a great way to make some extra money, the district wants to hear from you. If you're interested, you can go online to rcas.org or call the number you see on your screen. And if you drive the kids to school yourself, you may need to switch up your daily commute. Starting Monday, August 31st, traffic on the Tower Road Bridge will be scaled back to a single lane. Businesses' access on Tower Road and Mount Rushmore Road will remain open at all times, and the Rapid City Medical Center will be accessible via Tower Road from Cathedral Drive. Drivers can expect delays and should plan trips for right-hand turns whenever possible. The work in that area of Tower Road is scheduled to be completed by September 25th. And once you've hustled the kids out the door and into the classroom, how do you keep them motivated? Some tips coming up, plus keeping the kids pests free. We'll get the latest advice from the healthcare pros. You're watching News Center 1 Today, and we will be right back.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping, all on sale. And no interest for 48 months. So hurry in today and save during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Beautiful designs, comfortable prices. Furniture Row.
If you run a business, you know that you have to stay focused. The last thing you need to do is worry about your printers, copiers, and fax machines. Ironically, the last thing on your list is the first thing on ours. At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will implement a customized program that reduces your printing costs and improves workflow so you can focus on other things. MPS, just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save.
RockSolidDriveGranite.com. Experience luxury as it should be during the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC with cash back for 15% of MSRP. Choose from Regals, Veranos, Encores, and LaCrosses and get cash back for 15% of the MSRP on new Enclaves. That's a savings of over $10,000. Don't miss the summer sell down on now at Granite Buick GMC. RockSolidDriveGranite.com.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storch.
And a good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. It's a chilly start. We've been talking about it this morning. 48 degrees right now at Pine Ridge. We're still seeing those winds out of the northwest. That's what's cooled our temperatures down into the 40s early this morning. Philip, 49 degrees out there, plenty of sunshine, and then we are seeing those winds calm. By this afternoon, we'll see the winds slowly begin shifting to the south. That's what's going to start to warm us up. Now, I didn't mention that we were seeing a little bit of an inversion this morning. What that is the warmer temperatures are at the higher elevations. We're at 52 in Spearfish, 54 in Hewlett. We're also seeing 50s in Lead and Deadwood, 45 degrees right now in Rapid City. Now, what this inversion does is it really doesn't allow clouds to form. So when you have the warmer air at the higher elevations and the cooler air here at the lower elevations, well, the cooler air is more dense. It's heavier and dense. So as it begins to rise, which is what you need, rising motion to form clouds, well, it's much heavier than this warmer air above it, so it falls right back to the ground. That doesn't allow clouds to form. That's why this afternoon we are going to see plenty of sunshine both today and tomorrow, and we'll really be hard-pressed to find any clouds overhead. Let's take a look at that right now. As we stop this afternoon at 1 p.m., clear skies, you're really not even seeing too many clouds. There's that system. Here's where we're seeing the clouds and the rain. That's going to continue to make its way off to the east. Now, when high pressure, that's usually when you see these inversions that we were talking about. Tonight, clear skies once again, plenty of stars, dropping our temperatures down into the lower to mid-50s. It should be a very nice evening. Then for tomorrow, again, we're going to see high pressure. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures much warmer, though, in the upper 80s to lower 90s. We are keeping our eye on this cold front right here, though. That's going to continue to make its way off to the east. That's going to push through late in the day on Saturday. As we stop this at 2 p.m., we can see a few rain showers kicking off. It looks like most of these are going to be located to the north of Rapid City. So as you head north of Rapid City, expect a few more clouds and a few more rain showers. Rapid City, we're thinking an isolated chance, but mostly sunny skies. We are going to be dealing with the winds. The winds are going to be the big factor with this. We're going to see them shift from the south to the northwest, and we could see a gust into the 30s, even the 40s. So we'll look at that right now. Like I mentioned, winds out of the south today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, completely out of the south. Phillip, Rapid City, Custer, Spearfish. We're all seeing that's what's bringing in those 80s and 90s that we're going to see on Friday. However, watch these winds shift to the northwest as that cold front pushes through completely out of the northwest. 39-mile-per-hour gusts in Buffalo, 36 in Spearfish, 32 in Rapid City by Saturday afternoon. So if you have plans for this weekend, especially on Saturday, don't cancel them, but just keep in mind it's going to be much cooler and it's going to be a pretty windy day out there. For today, though, it's going to be beautiful. 83 in Rapid City, 81 in Spearfish, 77 in Custer. Winds out of the south anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. 78 degrees there at Mount Rushmore tonight. Plenty of stars, like I mentioned, 57 degrees, so not as cool as what we have seen over the past several evenings. Tomorrow, winds continue to be out of the south, 93 for a high, a bit breezy. We could see a gust up to 20 miles per hour. The 7-day forecast is showing that front pushing through. That's what's cooling the temperatures off into the 70s on Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, well, we're going to bump them right back up into the 80s and the 90s. ClickBigDeals.com. The current offer. Get a $90 computer diagnosis and tune-up for just $35. This is a big savings of 61%, and that's taking place at Door Security Products right here in Rapid City. Jessica.
Thank you, Lewis. You want your kids to do well in school, like Heath, Lewis, but finding which rewards or incentives are helpful and which ones can be hurtful is tough. NBC's Lee Spann has the story.
Well, how does it make you feel when you make a good grade after a test?
I feel really proud of myself.
And so that's all the incentive that you need?
Yes, ma'am.
Carson Soto is self-motivated in school.
And if your child is born and intrinsically already motivated to get good grades, then why give them incentives and ruin that?
Family psychologist Dr. Stacy Schechner explains that if this is your child, use positive reinforcements, not incentives.
Sometimes you would just say, I am so proud of you for doing so well. Let's call Grandma and Grandpa and tell them.
How do you feel whenever you get a good grade?
I feel like excited, and I feel like my mom is going to be proud of me.
Once she gets good grades, does she get a reward for that?
No. It's her job.
Things get more complicated for parents of children who are not self-motivated. Incentives can help, but experts don't recommend using money or food as rewards because of the relationship your child may attach to those. A better incentive is a long-term goal kids work toward. Even more serious, Dr. Schechner warns, a lack of motivation may signal a larger problem.
They feel like it's hopeless and that no matter how hard they try, they don't do well, so they give up, and there might be a learning disability and you want to get them tested. Are they not doing well because a teacher made fun of them?
Dr. Schechner also drives home the point that parents should focus on the effort, not the outcome. The reward or incentive shouldn't be given based on grades, but on the process students use to get that grade. And staying in the classroom this morning, it's a problem that really bugs parents during the school year. Get a group of students together and the chances of catching lice increases. The classroom is a hotspot for lice infestation because it spreads quickly and easily among elementary and middle school children who like to touch and share everything, of course. But across the country, lice have started becoming resistant to common over-the-counter lice medications. That means tackling the tough pest can be a major headache for parents, but there are still ways parents and caregivers can keep the bug in check.
If somebody does use a treatment over the counter and then is not successful, they still have the lice, they can come into the clinic and we can do some stronger prescriptions which have a greater success rate as far as that, a lot less resistance.
And one common sense reminder, never let a child with lice share grooming tools with siblings or other kids. If you can't get rid of infestation with over-the-counter treatments, you are encouraged to head to your family's pediatrician or urgent care facility. It is 6:45 a.m. on your Wednesday morning. More from Deadwood Live with Anya Mueller in just a bit. But first, some golf tips. Stay with us.
Did I mean to treat you bad? But I did anyway.
Save more on all your favorites during our 4-day super sale. Right now, buy one, get one free on select suits, sport coats, dress shirts, and more. Plus, save an extra 40% on already reduced clearance items. Only at Men's Warehouse.
No cake, no candles, and no ice cream.
However, we do have some nice gifts here at Carl's during our anniversary celebration.
Take advantage of huge discounts, along with Carl's exclusive rebates on top brands.
And on selected appliances, we're offering free delivery and free haul away of your old appliance.
Also, stop in to register for one of 59 $100 gift cards and a chest freezer full of food.
So stop into Carl's today and help us celebrate 59 wonderful years of serving you.
Dakota Thunder Air Show at Ellsworth was a huge event, and your new Center 1 team was there with exclusive coverage. From the pre-show coverage at Nellis Air Force Base with Anya Mueller, and culminating with our very own Louis Dortch flying with United States Air Force Thunderbirds. When news happens, you can count on your new Center 1 team to be there.
While you're enjoying the beautiful Black Hills this summer, make sure to check out some of the best sights and sounds our amazing state has to offer. As your journey takes you through Custer, make sure to visit these great places.
Baker's Bakery is a modern-day hash house that serves the #1 breakfast in South Dakota, according to Every Day with Rachel Ray Magazine. And we guarantee you'll love our buns. Step into the intricate and entertaining world of wood carving. Enjoy displays from many nationally recognized wood carvers at the National Museum of Wood Carving, where wood comes alive.
Thank you for making Custer a stop on your vacation or getaway excursion.
Let the games begin. Cabela's Fall Great Outdoor Days are finally here. Spend $150 in store and get $25 in Cabela's bucks. Good for your next purchase. Don't miss our biggest sale and event of the season. Going on now in store or online at Cabela's.com.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. School may be back in session almost, but golf season is far from over.
That's right. Continue to perfect your drive by clearing the hips. That's in this edition of JR's Golf Tips.
Again, welcome JR Golf Tips. I'm Bob Riggio. With me is a golf professional here at Arrowhead Country Club PGA golf professional JR Hamblett. JR, let's talk. We're still talking about the drive. Well, all clubs really clearing out the hips, clearing out the hips. Give us some tips on that.
What you're supposed to be thinking about from the top of the golf swing. I'm gonna get over a shot here, and as you go to the top of the backswing, first move down should always be the clearing of the left pocket. So I'm gonna get to here, and I wanna be here. I wanna get my left side out of the way to make way for my right side to fire. So that's where power comes from. And the other thing is your head.
The head.
If I hear one thing more times in a summer than anything else, it's I just can't keep my head down. It's not about keeping your head down, it's about keeping your head still. Watch the tour players, watch them. Their head is very still, It's not that you're keeping your head down, it's that you're keeping your head out of your way of your shoulders so that you can coil, okay? So it's about keeping your head still, not down.
Keeping your head still, and then typically
clearing your left side, keeping your left pocket out of the way.
Get the left pocket out of the way and
at impact.
At impact. Got it. Thanks a lot, JR. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it. Join us next week on JR's Golf Tips.
Thanks for the tips, you two. And coming up at Main Street Square tomorrow, it's the Big Brother Big Sisters golf ball drop.
That's right. Hundreds of golf balls will be dropped from a fire truck for a chance to win $2,500 in cash for the grand prize, and also 16 pin prizes at $100 each.
Tickets are only $5 each and can be bought until noon Friday, or buy ahead of time by going to the big office.
The best part is all funds go to support the children in the Big Brothers and Big Sister programs.
And our very own News Center 1 Today's Anya Mueller is a proud big sister.
She is.
Yes, she went out to dinner with her little sister yesterday, but today she's previewing Cool Deadwood Nights.
That's right, a live look from historic Deadwood as we go to break.
All the fun to come.
Buy one, get one free USDA Choice Angus steak tips all day, every day Monday. Buy one, get one free steak tips, wood-fire grill to your specifications. Buy one, get one free for only $15.99 at Shooters Wood-Fire Grill. Taste the wood-fire difference at Shooters, Rapid City.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Replace your windows with Geldwind and Menards. With millions of options to choose from, you'll find the perfect fit for your home. All Geldwind special order windows and patio doors are 10% off. Update your entryway with a Larson Storm Door. Right now, all Larson First Impression Storm Doors are 10% off. This clear storm door has a sandstone frame, $168. Plus, customize it with your choice of handle and 4 finishes, only $39.
Save big money at Menards.
Carly posts,
breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now's the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser. Hey, still talking about the car.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Shooters Wood-Fire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
Good morning and welcome back to News Center 1 Today, live from Deadwood, talking about cool Deadwood nights happening this week, and it all starts today. Here with Larry, he's the chairman of the car committee. Now, Larry, I know you've been doing this for years and years. What's one of your favorite parts?
I think I prefer the rod runs because as much as it is to enjoy the cars, to walk up and look at them, it's a lot of fun to watch them enjoy their cars as well.
Sure. Okay, now what exactly is a rod run then?
Well, it's an escorted tour. It's almost like a parade, but we get everybody going and we'll lead them through Spearfish Canyon or whatever, and it's an escorted deal. So everybody kind of gets in file and we go enjoy our cars.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. It'd be fun just to watch that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a good spectator sport to watch them go by and enjoy the beautiful cars in action.
Absolutely. Now, I know cars are coming from all around the nation and all types, you know, from the ones you keep in the garage to the really fancy ones.
Yeah, we'll have cars here from, you know, your $15,000 to $20,000 budget builds to, you know, your $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 works of art will show up today.
Yeah, those are the kind you don't really want to stand too close. Yeah. You don't want to
keep
touch
your
them.
distance because they're expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so talking about sweet cars, let's talk about your bad boy you got here.
Well, this is my Chevy pickup that I built probably about 10 years ago. It's basically my transportation for Cool Deadwood nights. It's not eligible to be in it, but and people enjoy looking at it because it's kind of an original.
Yeah, you kind of got some a sweet lift on there and all kinds of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, a lot of people like to go low and slow. I like to go high and fast.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, truly, you see a little bit of everything during Cool Deadwood Nights.
Yeah, it's a very versatile environment as far as cars. You'll see from mom and pop's old station wagon to somebody's dream car. They've actually made it big, and now they can afford to build their dream car.
Absolutely, and it truly is an event that is fun for the entire family. Now, Lewis, I gotta say, now these car folks are very particular about, you know, the bodies of these cars, so we need some nice weather, no rain and no hail, okay? Back to you in the studio.
All right, Anya, I'm going to do my best. I cannot completely say there's going to be no rain, no hail. We won't bring any hail in, but we could see maybe a few showers kicking off late in the day on Saturday. But we'll look at all that here in just a little bit. But in other news, we actually have our first maybe potential hurricane of the season kicking off in the Atlantic. Right now, it is Tropical Storm Danny, but by later on this weekend, they're thinking that it might turn into a hurricane, potentially by Saturday. Now, Tropical Storm is anywhere from 39 to 73 miles per hour. By Saturday, they're saying it's going to most likely be a Category 1. However, as it's making its track towards the Caribbean right now, they're expecting it to weaken once it hits the Caribbean by Monday, so that is good news. And then the track right now is going to take it off to the northwest, well away from the U.S. or the East Coast, which is good news, but those folks in the Caribbean are going to have to deal with, well, maybe some high waters, also some rain and wind, but it looks like right now it is weakening. For us here in the Black Hills, we're not going to have to worry about any rain or wind, at least for today. Your Thursday planner, it's going to be just beautiful, beautiful. 66 by 9 a.m., 75 by noon, 81 by 3, abundant sunshine. Now, like I mentioned, we might see some rain push in by Saturday, and then also much cooler temperatures. We'll take one final look at that 7-day forecast coming up just after the break. So stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
Find your new job with USA Job TV. Engage with the call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF14 to 90206. See all Synchrony financial positions at usajobtv.com.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping, all on sale, and no interest for 48 months. So hurry in today and save during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Beautiful designs, comfortable prices. Furniture Row.
In a world ruled by internet, one amazing discovery is about to change everything. Midco Extreme 1.0. Up to 60 megabit per second downloads. Only $34.95 a month for 12 months. Online is about to go out of this world. From the producers of America's fastest internet, click happiestdevices.com.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
So much going on around the Black Hills area this weekend. Whew, I can't even keep up. The golf ball drop down on Main Street Square on Friday, which is tomorrow, and then on Sunday, the bridal fair where you get to trash a wedding dress, maybe with some signatures. That sounds fun. Central States Fair. And then Cool Deadwood Nights. Did I spit it all out? Is that everything?
I think so.
Is that everything?
I think so. I think so.
And Louis, I have this song stuck in my head. I get knocked down, but I get up again, as we played it earlier, and you said it was the
soundtrack to my life, Chumbawamba. I love that song.
Down,
no, it's one of those songs.
Again.
No, isn't it one of those songs? I'm not kidding. It's one of those songs that you hear it once and you sing that song the
rest of the
entire day.
Maybe even week.
Yeah.
Danny boy.
It's one of those songs. So every time you hear it, that and Taylor Swift. Those are that song and anything sung by Taylor
Call
Swift.
me T-Swift. You haven't been calling me T-Swift.
No. Well, maybe later. Maybe later.
I need to get
If
on
you
their
sing
level.
a Taylor Swift song,
Okay.
then we'll see. But yeah, you said there's so much going on in this.
Is a slam screen door.
Okay, I'm gonna do weather now, so if it's okay with you. I'm gonna do weather now. If, like we were mentioning, it is gonna be a nice weekend. 57 today. Or tonight, it's going to be a bit cool, but how about this? Tomorrow, temperatures in the 90s. A great day to head off to Pactola if you want to, and then by the weekend, a big drop. We're going to be on 70s on both Saturday and Sunday.
Please stick with us throughout the Today Show, and of course, tomorrow, Friday, we are going to have one exciting show for you. See you then.